new online radio that makes you happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
Jafric Radio.
Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land.
You're listening to Home Sweet Home on Jafric Radio. You're listening to Home Sweet Home on Jafric Radio.
You are always welcome home, welcome home.
Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
Jafric Radio.
Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land.
You're listening to Home Sweet Home on Jafric Radio.
You are always welcome home, welcome home.
Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
Jafric Radio.
Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me.
Jafric Radio.
You are always welcome home, welcome home.
Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
Jafric Radio.
Come with me.
This is Jafric Radio.
Happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay. Come with me.
Jafric Radio.
You are always welcome home, welcome home.
Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
Jafric Radio.
Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All
Jaffrey Radio.
You are always welcome home, welcome home.
Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free.
Hello, 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 our cherished listeners and viewers. Welcome back again today for our Home Sweet Home program. We are always grateful to you for making time to join us on this wonderful program. And I know today too, you are going to be blessed by joining us. Thank you very much and God bless you. Okay, so before we commence with our program, I would like to acknowledge our cherished sponsors. This program is proudly sponsored by Bayside Modeling Agency. And also we have Joyful English Conversation School. If you want an English school that is very wonderful, that will help your children or you yourself to speak very good English, there is no other place to go than to go to Joyful English Conversation School. The schools are located in two places. The first one is Nodashi Shimizu, and the second location is Kashiwashi Matsubacho. And the telephone number by which you could get their contact is 047 100 0032 or 047 151 5909. And they operate from Mondays to Saturdays after classes. The time is 3:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. You can also call for more information, call Mr. Kobayashi. Then, if you want a place that you can relax and enjoy nature, there is no other place than Odosu Royal Hotel in Akosombo. So if you are in Ghana or you are planning to go to Ghana for this Christmas, don't look any further but Odosu Royal Hotel in Akosombo. And their business hours is from Monday to Sunday. It's open 24 hours. The location is New Pomu.
This is Jaffrey Radio.
Akosombo, Ghana. If you want to get in touch with them, go to +233 24 298 0453. Odosu Royal Hotel gives you the best omotenashi. Come and feel home at Odosu Royal Hotel. So this Christmas, don't miss out. Go there and go and relax. We have African Braids by Airtel in Fusa, Tokyo. So if you want to look beautiful for this season, look no further. Go to Airtel Braids and you will come out looking so gorgeous. And they operate from Mondays to Saturdays. Before you go, try as much as possible to book before going. And the number through which you can get them is 080 9446 6845. 080 9446 6845. As you know, we are live, home sweet home. We always want to make your home a wonderful place to live. It is said there is no place like home, and our motive is to try as much as possible to make our homes a second heaven. That's why every Sunday at 4 o'clock to 5:30, we come your way with Home Sweet Home. No other place than home. And today we have a wonderful package for you. So don't move, just stay back and enjoy the package we have for you today. Today we would like to talk about vitamins in marriage. Vitamins that will make a happy home. And as we know, vitamins are things that we eat to fight against infection. And as marriage, we also need such vitamins to prevent misunderstandings that makes our home hell for us. We don't want that to happen. Since prevention is better than cure, we want to look at things that we could do to make our homes a very wonderful place. So we are coming your way with vitamins for a happy home. And today on this program, we have no other person, your lovely daddy, your lover boy, Mr. Fred Jechi. He is here with me to discuss or to give you some vitamins to make your marriage and family life a wonderful place. Mr. Jechi, you are welcome to this program. You are welcome.
Okay. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
listeners, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Good to have you watching the Freak Radio. Yeah, today we're going to do our best, so
Yes.
stay watching.
Thank you very much. Today you've seen a new face. Yes, our host has gone on honeymoon. Yeah. She's honeymooning and she has taken a
The break.
yes, she's on break. So
You're sitting in
for this month, I will stay in for her. When she come back, then I'll also go. So, cherished viewers and listeners, you are welcome. Stay back and enjoy the show. Mr. Jechi, vitamins for a happy marriage and family life. Let's zoom in.
Okay.
What are some vitamins? Oh, okay. Before we start, I think in the marriage or family life, marriage and family life, there are some areas that are prone to misunderstanding.
Okay.
And those areas we will need to put in some vitamins. So first of all, what are some areas in the marriage that are prone to conflict or misunderstanding?
Well, again, listeners, good having you watching us. If you're talking about vitamins to solve issues like misunderstanding in the family, well, the first attribute that comes to my mind is child rearing.
Child rearing.
Yes. You see, and that subject in itself is very broad, you know. Yeah, it can be discussed on a variety of points or fields. So that's number one.
Child rearing.
Child rearing. Yeah, that's
Okay.
parenting, child rearing.
Okay.
So, and the second issue in my mind that can bring misunderstanding or can sort of ignite something like conflict or quarrels in relationships is economics. Yeah, that is yes, the economical setup of that family. Yeah, it can also bring misunderstanding if it's not well, let's say, transmitted to one another. So these two subjects are very important.
Okay.
And perhaps the third, or in my mind, the most sort of tensy issue would be a kind of intimacy.
Intimacy.
Intimacy. What I mean is, to be blunt, sexual relationships, yeah, between wife and the husband can also be sort of a point that can bring misunderstandings in the family. And today, I mean, just for a bonus, for the one who is watching me, I just want to suggest a way of hugging your wife or hugging your husband.
Oh, so he's about to drop one vitamins.
Yeah, I'll say you just keep watching. I'll say it later on the show.
Later,
so
okay.
just share the app and keep watching.
Okay, okay.
Yes, I want people to know a suggestion way, a very romantic way of hugging your spouse. So don't hold your hair by the buttocks, okay?
Whoa.
And don't hold her by the waist to hug your wife or your spouse. Keep watching, you will hear it later on.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So he made mention of child rearing or parenting as one area that is so much prone to misunderstanding or conflict in our marriages. So, to ask, in that case, what are some vitamins we need to apply in that field so that the conflict that may be generated because of parenting or child rearing, what are some vitamins we need to put in place to prevent such occurrence and happening in our marriages or in our family life?
Well, I think, you see, when you talk about child rearing, usually it's supposed to be the two.
Yeah.
The father giving security and the mother perhaps practically, nursing the child. Or yeah, so the issues that might come up would be things like tenseness or the sort of hardships, the man not understanding the woman's feelings, and the woman to not maybe being patient with the husband because she's overstressed with the kind of duties that involves in child rearing. See, so if they don't communicate well on issues like that, it will always generate some kind of misunderstanding. Yeah.
Okay, so if I understand you very well, the role of the father in the family is giving security. You, the father, one vitamin is try as much as possible to provide the security that your family needs. And the mother is supposed to provide care. And the two of you, you need to understand each other. And the woman, according to you, we have to be patient enough to understand the fathers or the husbands. And the fathers too or the husband should also try to understand our feelings.
Yeah. When you talk about the father's security, that involves economical security as well.
Okay.
Finances and, and also responsibility. Yeah, taking leadership in the family, to be able to bring them up. And talking about leadership, a leader is someone who motivates the family. It's not supposed to create conflict. It's supposed to motivate. So if you're a leader in your family, your wife will look up to you to motivate her, to do what she's supposed to do. So it's up to you, the man, to understand what she's doing and give her the support that she wants. So this all comes together to be the kind of security that she wants. Because without that, a woman nursing a child will feel insecure. And once that kicks in, insecurity kicks in, she sort of reacts in so many uncomfortable ways, So you, the man, I think responsibility and being a good head of the house is very much important.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. I think I agree with you that the men or husbands need to motivate their wives, because for all you know, women, we have so many things embedded in us that when you give us your support or you motivate us, we will be able to do wonderful things that you could even imagine. Yes, so husbands, one vitamins that have been dropped now is try as much as possible to provide us with motivation so that we'll be able to make the home very welcoming, a very welcoming place for you to come. Do you know, most of the time people think that when we talk of marriage, it is
This is
something
Jafric Radio.
beautiful box full of so many treasures. That's when we talk of marriage, or you see successful marriages. What comes into our mind is, oh, marriage is something something that is filled with so much precious things like companionship, filled with love, so much intimacy, friendship. It's stopped. But the truth that we don't know is that it is like marriage is an empty box. You have to put in the things
That you want,
that you want.
that you deserve.
Yes,
to.
we don't have love in marriage, but love is in the person. Love is in your husband, love is in your wife.
Okay.
So it is your duty to take it out. As you are saying, the man, as you motivate your wife, then the love, the care that is in her should be able to bring it out. You'll be able to bring it out to build the marriage. So we should always have it in our mind to make our homes a happy one. It depends on you. It's not already made.
Yeah,
right?
I think one thing people tend to forget is that in any relationship, it won't be honey from day one till the end. Definitely, it will be sour along the line because we're human beings with feelings. And imagine you going to marry someone you've not known perhaps in your life before, or someone you don't have information. And in every human being, at the beginning, there's going to be something that you will do to encourage the relationship. It might not be your natural attitude, but and perhaps to yourself you not be pretending, but definitely you're going to do something that might not be your natural attitude. So when you begin to live with a person, that is when you begin to show your real self. So in this case, everything about you would be revealed to your spouse. And if you try to change things that are not normal to your spouse, that is where she begins to feel insecure and begins to sort of bring out suspicions about your way of life or your way of being. Yeah, so people should know that marriage, it will not be honey from day one. You know, along the line, there will be, it's still going to have a lot of, ups and downs, to be sour. And during those times, how do you cope with? And you being the husband, being a leader, as we've said, how do you understand your wife and you motivate her? So that would be the key here. Yeah, how to motivate your wife, and if you have children, to how to bring them together to keep them in your family. So this is a very big point.
Good.
Yeah.
So for you to be able to even express the love, you need understanding of the person.
Yes,
You have
I've
to
always said
understand.
love is developed. Like you said, it's not in the marriage, but it's within the people. Of
Yeah.
course, you have two players in the marriage, and not two ways, everyone in his own feeling. So it's up to you, the two, to develop love. You can find it. You see, and in that case too, when you're developing love, it has to be real love. You know, you can't have fantasies anymore. So you just have to be careful the way you talk to her, the way you handle issues. This will all make the woman secured, yeah, and comfortable in the relationship. Yeah, so I think people should understand that it's not always honey, as you suggested. You know, it will definitely go down.
It has
Not
to be
two ways.
developed. You have to
Yes.
put in love.
Put in love,
to be
develop
able
it.
to, yes, because
Develop
it's
it
just
gradually.
like bank. Before you can go to the bank to use your ATM to withdraw money, it means you have put something there.
That's right.
Without you having any money in
Okay,
that
you can't go
account,
there.
you cannot withdraw money.
That's right.
So same thing applies to marriage.
Yes.
It is not automatic. You need to
Yes.
put something inside before
Yes.
you can withdraw.
Yes.
You talk about communication.
Yeah.
Communication. What you see that most of marriage issues that happen, it's because of communication. Communication.
Yeah.
So what can we do about our communication in the marriage or in our the family to enhance a successful marriage?
When we talk about communication, you know, it's also a broad subject on its own, but basically, it's the back and forth exchange of language, you know, between two people. Yes, that is communication. So in this case, to develop communication is equals to having understanding for one another. You see, because if one is speaking to you and you're not listening, so it's like whatever that person is saying, he's either wasting his time or you're not paying attention to the one. So he won't feel encouraged to continue communicating with you. So yes, to stabilize that point, first and foremost, you have to pay attention to one another. Listen to one another very carefully. You see, hear whatever that any of you says. That's very important. Yeah. Because if you don't listen, you're not going to understand what that person or what your spouse is talking about. Yeah. So communication is basically, like I said, the back and forth verbal, you know, exchange between you the two. That's basic. Of course, it's a broad topic. You can have communication with that language. It's also there, but fundamentally, you know, the back and forth verbal communication between two people, that's very important. Yeah, because it's true only that you can let someone understand your feelings, and it's true only that you can express your feelings to your spouse. Yeah, so between the two, I think this is very important. It has to be very clear that yes, you talk to one another often. Yes, no matter how trivial the issue is, once he or she is your spouse, you've got to talk to her on almost every subject that relates to both of you.
Nice. Thank you very much. Communication as one aspect that breeds misunderstanding. And as we all know, communication is the heart and soul of every vibrant relationship. And as our daddy said, for you to have an effective communication, you need to have a listening ear. You don't have to cut in between the conversation. Maybe there are some people, before you end, they've already read your mind. They jump into conclusion. It means those ones, they are not going to help. So for you to be able to have a very wonderful communication that will lead to a happy marriage and family life, first, one vitamins, you need to have a listening ear. And another one is you have to deliberately make time for each other.
That's right.
Deliberately. A time that you don't make, you don't have.
Yes.
So you have to deliberately make time for each other and also have a listening ear. Cherished viewers, we want to go for a short break. We'll come back and continue. What we are talking about is vitamins to a happy marriage and family life. Please stay back, don't go away. We'll be right back soon. Okay, cherished listeners and viewers, you are welcome back. It's Home Sweet Home. There is no place better than a home. This program is sponsored by Bayside Modeling Agency. Bayside Modeling Agency. The Church of Pentecost, Japan. We also have Zion Company Limited, Simon Noble Solicitors, and Tomrick Hotel, East Legon. Tomrick Hotel, East Legon. And please, you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all the social media handles. We are here again, Home Sweet Home. Home Sweet Home. The topic under discussion is vitamins for a happy marriage and family life. We've talked about communication as a ground that is prone to misunderstanding in marriages. We talk about parenting. Our next thing we want to look at is trust. Trust. When you talk about trust, it is one thing that breeds misunderstanding in marriages. Trust. When we talk about trust, what are some of the things we need to do to solve any problem that might arise on that field? Trust issues.
Listeners, okay, once again, we welcome you. If you talk about mistrust, of course, when mistrust sets in, that means communication aspects have not been developed. Yeah. That means both of you're not communicating well. Because mistrust should and ought to be the basis of every thing that you do in the family. You see, and when mistrust sets in, that means one of you has not been truthful to the other. And another thing too can be listening too much to a third party. For example,
too much to
yes,
a third party.
your in-laws or the parents of the other side. You see, you're listening too much to your parents, you stop listening to your spouse. So in this case, you tend to do what the parents or the third party suggests to you. And in that case, your spouse is not going to be happy with it, no two ways. And when that sets in, mistrust automatically sets in too. So when you talk about mistrust, of course, it's deadly in relationships. When that is not there, yes, you're going to have difficult times.
This is Jafric Radio.
Yeah.
So what can we do to build our trust in each other in a marriage?
Well, it's just simple. Just like we said, communicate well.
Communicate
and be
well.
honest with yourself. When you talk about honesty, we're talking about discipline.
Yeah.
Yes, be honest with yourself. I think that's important. Yeah. Before you can build trust. Yeah. And never try to create situations that will make the other party or the other person suspect you. You see, so it's a matter of developing a communication aspect. Then being truthful.
Being truthful.
Yes, to yourself.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Honesty. You
Yeah,
have
honesty,
to be
yeah.
honest with yourself.
With yourself, with your spouse, and
Yeah. So
Yeah,
when we
for
talk
sure.
of this honesty, it's like you do unto others what you would like others to do unto you.
what?
What you expect somebody to do to you, you also have to do the same. Is that-
Exactly,
yeah.
yeah.
So when you talk of trust, you
Yes.
have to enhance your communication.
Enhance your communication abilities.
communication abilities.
Yes. Then be truthful to yourself. Yes. You can't pretend to be kind without love. That's simply arrogant. Yes. If you are just kind to your spouse and you don't have love for her, You're being arrogant. Yeah. So, and when you also exhibit love without kindness, that's selfishness.
Love without kindness. Is it possible to exhibit love without kindness?
Of
Because
course,
they
okay.
said love is kind. How can it be possible that somebody will exhibit love without kindness? It's possible, right?
Okay, example. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you need something for yourself. I have money, but I love you. I only spend the money when I want to make use of you.
Oh. So that one is like love without
Kindness.
kindness.
I'm being selfish.
This is interesting.
Yeah, love without
Wow.
kindness is selfishness. So
Okay.
yeah, I only bring out the money except when I want to use you, or except when things are going to go my way. But
But
when you
if not-
need it, I'll make excuses.
Oh.
That means I'm pretending to love you, but no kindness.
No. So love with strings attached. Love
Yes.
with strings attached.
So that's selfishness. And the opposite is if I kind to you and I don't love you, it's also I'm being arrogant.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
This is so deep.
Well,
Viewers and listeners, be thinking about that. Before this program, I interviewed some couples about vitamins of marriage. What are some of the things that have made them to enrich their marriages? And I have some input here. I asked them this question: what is marriage enrichment? I also asked them what are some activities that couples could do to keep them bonded together. So you also answered that question for me. But before you answer those, I want to read the input that I got from some of them. So I put 3 questions across. The first one, marriage enrichment. The second one, some activities that could keep couples bonded together. Then, what are the 3 most important elements of successful marriage? I think that's why you've tackled on some. Number 1, commitment. Number 2, knowledge, and the rest. Okay, so these are some of the vitamins that I got from my little survey. Number 1, don't let days go by where you don't smile or hug each other. This is what one couple told me, that in their marriage, they try as much as possible. A day will never pass by without smiling to each other and hugging.
and that's the hugging I want to teach.
Okay, so
Don't hold your wife's waist and hug her. No,
no, okay.
don't
so
do that.
today
And
we'll
the
be going
woman
to
too, don't
school.
put your hands at the back.
Really?
Yeah.
So please, we have something important to learn today before we go.
To
So
be romantic, you know.
yeah, so it has come to buttress on the point that this couple told me that a day never passes without them hugging each other.
Wow.
Yeah. Then another person also said a strong marriage rarely has 2 strong people at the same time. It is a husband and wife who takes turn being strong for each other in moments when the other feels weak.
I don't get what he means by strong.
Strong in the sense that when I am weak, I know that I have somebody that is solidly standing behind me to pick me up. When I'm down, I have somebody
Is
who
it
will pick
physical
me up.
strength or
Not physical strength.
mental, emotional strength?
All
Oh, okay.
the things that make up a happy marriage.
Oh, okay.
I always know that when I'm down, somebody is
there
behind
to
me.
okay to
And
encourage you.
Yes,
Okay,
this
I can say
come
that.
to. It seems one marriage expert, Ashley Willis, also
Okay.
said the same thing.
Okay, somebody
Yeah.
strong. Use the
Somebody
word-
strong.
Not somebody encouraging.
Yes, somebody strong.
Okay.
Strong
Can be encouraging person.
Of course.
Well, I was thinking about strength.
Of course.
Someone who can box people. Oh, not that way.
Yeah.
All right.
And this one was specifically to wives. So wives, are you there? Please listen to your part, okay? This is for the wives. Make up your mind that your marriage is forever. Your marriage, the marriage that you are about to enter. Put it in your mind
going to be
that
forever.
is going to be forever. And you have to be willingly to fight
Oh,
for
no.
it.
Okay.
You have to be willingly to
Okay.
fight for it. This one, first, when I heard it, I said, why should it be only the women? Or why should it be only the wives? Because it is two people that are involved in the marriage relationship, not only one person. Why should it be that it is the wife who are supposed to fight for the marriage? But I've learned so many things. The wives, we have a lot of things to do in the marriage. The making of the marriage greatly depend on us. Yes, it will also come from the man, the motivation they give us. That is what we are going to stand upon to build the marriage. But whatever a woman puts his or her mind to do, she's able to achieve it. Why? I'll give you one example.
Okay.
Why is it that during intimacy, when the man releases sperm, millions of the cells go out to fight for only one egg? It means that egg is very precious. It is very important. So women, when we bring ourselves into the marriage, everything depends on us. Most of the thing depend on us. So you have to have a mind that I am going in there forever, and I have to try everything I could to fight for it. This is somebody's input about to wives. Then this one is also for the women. Make looking good for your husband a priority. 24 hours a day. Looking good to your husband, make it your priority. Do you agree
Of course,
with that?
yes, I do.
Okay, please tell me more.
Well, no, I think that is it. Of course, your wife has to look good. See, but it depends on the husband, how he interprets goodness or good looking of the spouse, you know. But of course, a wife looking good, it doesn't mean wear high heels at home. I'm not sure that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but looking good is wear good, and you know, be smiling. You know, of course, a wife should look good. I
wife-
accept that.
You say a wife should always look good. He's
Yeah.
a man, so he's talking in that perspective.
Yeah, a wife
Wives.
should look good.
So please,
Yeah, because let's say if I return home, and maybe you have a frown face, or you look perplexed, of course I won't be comfortable.
okay,
Something is probably happening.
okay,
You see.
okay.
So, yes, it doesn't put me on well. But if I return home and I see you smiling, you're looking good, yeah, there I have encouragement.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
and I can,
great.
yeah, I can be of myself.
So wives, please, I hope you heard that. Every man wants his wife to always look good.
That's
To
right.
always look good. It happened in my own case. Even my small boy, he will be 10 very soon. 9 years. There was a time I was off from work, but he was going to, everybody else goes to school. Daddy also goes to work. But I was home alone, so I was doing cleaning. Before he left, I was wearing my working gear, cleaning the house. And when he came home, that was the same dress I was
okay.
wearing. The little boy got angry.
Look at
The
it.
little boy got angry. So imagine if it were my husband who saw me in that. I was going out in the morning, I saw you in this, and still coming back. So it means that every man, for the wife to look good is the priority. But please, I'll also advise our men, our husbands, if you want your wife to look good, please
You should also look good.
Yes, you should also look good and provide the ingredients that will make her look good. Not only financially, but do you know, women flourish under gracious words. The words that comes out of your mouth
Okay.
also goes a long way
Okay. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
make
Yeah, that's very
or
true.
unmake a wife.
That is very true.
Words,
Yes, the words that comes out of
Yes.
our mouth. Yes, it's very true, because if they are not encouraging,
they are not encouraging, they are
Yes.
not motivating.
the women are not motivated. Yeah, for that I accept that, and I agree with you too.
Yes.
Yeah, so men too, we should try our best to always encourage our women. That's what you're saying, right? That's right. Of course, it is. We should use encouraging words.
Yeah,
Yes, things that would make them feel proud of themselves.
exactly.
And feel proud that they are wife of yours. That's what you're saying, right? Well, I think that is very important
Yeah.
too.
So,
Yeah.
husbands,
We have to be careful.
please bath us with your gracious words,
Words.
and we'll look
Okay.
glowing and glowing all the time. And
Yeah,
the
I
last one from the men, the husbands, is never talk badly about your husband to others, especially openly and in public.
I think it goes to the both.
Both.
Yeah, the
Okay.
woman should not talk bad things or say bad things about the husband outside the marriage,
Okay.
and the man too should do the same thing. Of course, you see, when we talk about trust, I did mention something like a third party setting in.
Yeah.
If you begin to do that, you are opening doors for a third party to come to a relationship. You see, and if you're not careful, that third party is going to be more interested in that.
Yeah.
So even when you don't have anything to say, he will try to say something just to bring your attention to something you probably said some earlier on, to begin a new conversation, a new wave, digging into your relationships. You see? So, yes, bringing a third party is not good. Yes, talking about issues that came up between you and your husband to the third party, you open the door for that person to enter into your relationship.
Okay.
And I don't recommend that.
Hi. Thank you very much. So now back to you, Mr. Jechi. I want to throw the same questions to you.
Okay, good.
When we talk of activities that couples could do, what are some activities that couples could do to keep them bonded together? What are some activities?
Conversing together, having conversations together,
Okay, so number one.
sporting activities together.
Oh, so
Yes.
it means you have to have a solid communication.
Solid communication,
And
taking
have-
walk together. I mean, doing sporting activities together is very
Okay.
interesting.
What if maybe your sport, maybe you like soccer, and maybe I like tennis. Our interest is not the same. Our interests are not the same. How can we have?
Yeah, it's the same sporting activity. So, what you probably can do is, at the time you are going to play your soccer, she will also be playing her tennis. And I think you both understand yourself, so that wouldn't be a problem at all. Yeah, or periodically, you probably cannot be playing the soccer all the time. You can go and support her with her tennis, and she can also do the same thing.
Okay.
Holding the ball, throwing it for you, it's also part of
Part of it.
the same activity. So,
Okay.
so like we're saying, it's a matter of understanding yourselves. Yeah. If
This
it's
is Jaffric
sporting activity,
Radio.
It doesn't matter. She plays tennis and you play soccer. I mean, at the time you are outing to play, she can also, but it shouldn't be days that, let's say during the weekdays that you're supposed to use it for family matters. You see, in that case, you won't be supportive. But like during your leisure times, you can invite her to go out, so she will play her tennis and you also play your football.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There was one friend of mine. She said she was trying to talk to singles, those who are planning to get into marriage. As we said from the beginning, don't be carried away. Marriage is not a box full of precious jewelries. You have to put the jewelries or the treasures inside so that you'll be able to take it out. So if you are planning to get into marriage, know that it is an empty box that you put in what you want to withdraw at the end. The person was telling me that people who want to get into marriage to enjoy a very happy marriage and family life, they should marry their best friends. What can you say about that?
I don't understand what you mean. They should marry their best friend.
Yeah, like somebody who is your friend. You should marry somebody who is your friend.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Somebody who was your friend before the relationship. Is that what they mean?
Yeah, somebody that you have when we talk of friendship, somebody that's a person that you can you I don't know how to put it, but I said you should marry your friend.
Let's say your schoolmate.
Yes,
or...
you should marry your friend to
Wow.
have a habit. The reason she gave is that she feels if you marry your friend, the friendship or the marriage relationship is more stronger than maybe marrying somebody that you never knew before that you are now coming to start studying each other? Somebody who is your friend, you already
I
know the
don't-
person's interest, you already know the person's weakness, you know what the person likes, and you know what the person doesn't like. So in that case, it becomes more easier for you to be able to sail through difficult times than the latter.
Well, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure that works well.
Okay. So
Because
in your
personally,
opinion,
yes, I've got an instance in my
Okay.
own line of friendship before,
okay.
you see, but eventually they broke up. Yeah. There is something called over familiarity.
Over familiarity.
Yes.
Okay.
You see, when over familiarity sets in, sometimes you tend to lose respect for one another when there is over familiarity in any relationship. Not respect to the point of degrading yourselves, but you lose respect in certain aspects that would be important, or that would be counted, or that would be sort of set a criteria for marrying somebody. You see, so if you should marry someone that has been your friend for a long time, normally, romantically, they don't develop to that level. You see, they're just friends. You see, but this is marriage. You know, you're going to have somebody in your house. She's going to be your friend. She's going to be your lover, and all those things. So, I disagree with that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in your case, it doesn't
People
matter.
do.
Okay.
Yeah, people do. But like I said, in my own line of friendship, I've got somebody, my very good classmate, you know, we had a very good neutral girlfriend
Okay.
when we were in the primary school, and we all grew up to the tertiary schools, and this my friend was about to study PhD in the States, and they both have gone through different marriages that broke up, so they came together. They thought with the kind of relationship that we had from the beginning, it could be easy for them to marry, and of course they tried it, but believe me, after some few years that also broke apart. And for me, if I should assess the causes of their divorce or their broke up, it was purely pridefulness.
Pride.
Yes,
Pride.
pridefulness. Yes, and the over familiarity issue that I was talking about, that sets in. Yeah. So when over familiarity sets in, you're probably not going to take some things important with one another.
Oh,
So I'm not sure that topic or that suggestion is
it's
correct.
Okay. So to Mr. Fred, he doesn't think that is right. Maybe marrying your friend over familiarity will set in and it will go a long way to destroy the marriage. But maybe it will also depend on how you go about it. Maybe if the goal is being set, you know your role as a wife or as a husband, everybody knows his or her role in the marriage and play it very well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I personally disagree.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean it's not possible with somebody.
Okay.
It could be,
Okay.
but from the way I've seen things, yeah, it always do not work well.
Okay.
You get my point.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I was reading the comments before we will be going for break, but before that, when I was reading the comments out of the survey, I read that somebody said the three most important areas or elements of a successful marriage is communication, commitment, and knowledge. I think we've talked about the communication, but I have one last question to ask about communication. When it comes to forgiving and forgetting, are they the same? Is forgiveness the same as forgetting? If yes, why?
No.
If not, why? So please be thinking about it. And our cherished viewers and listeners, forgiving and forgetting, are they the same? If yes, why? If no, why? So please relax. We'll come back. When we come back, we open the phone lines for your views about vitamins for a happy marriage and family life. Then we'll also read some comments that some viewers have brought on board. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
English. The best English school in Japan, Joyful English Conversation School, is calling you in Chiba. We have two schools, one at Nodashi, Shimizu, and the other at Kashiwashi Matsubacho. We operate from Mondays to Saturdays after school classes. Time 3:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Call Mr. Kobayashi on phone number 047 100 0032 and 047 151 5909. Call and we will be the best school to help your children.
Listen.
We have staff to speak English and Japanese. Don't worry, we will be there for you. And we will give your child the best English conversation education. Joyful English Conversation School, the best English school in Japan. Call now.
Thank you, cherished listeners and viewers. You are welcome back to Home Sweet Home. There is no place like home. We want to always make your home a second heaven on earth. And as we've been saying, our sponsors, those who have made it possible for this program to be aired, is Bayside Modeling Agency. If you have modeling talent that you want to convert into business, don't look any further. Contact Bayside Modeling Agency on +81 35413 3252. And also the Church of Pentecost Japan, the Church of Pentecost Japan. If you want a place that you would like to worship, to meet the children of God, so that in one accord you praise and worship your Maker, look no further. The Church of Pentecost Japan, we are here for you. We have 7 branches. We have one in Saitama, Kawaguchi. We have Yokohama, Sagamihara. We have Yokosuka, PIWC, Tokyo, PIWC, Osaka. We have one in Nagoya. We have another one in Chiba. So if you are a member of Church of Pentecost and you are in Japan, please try to look for the Church of Pentecost in any of these places: Kawaguchi, Central, Odakyo, Sagamihara, Nagoya, Osaka, Yokosuka, Tokyo, and Chiba. And if you have any legal issues, we have able lawyers that could help you, to assist you. So you don't have to look any further than Simon Noble Solicitors, and you can get them and you trash out any issue that you have. Okay, our phone lines are open.
This is Jafric Radio.
You can join us with your views about vitamins for a happy and a successful marriage and family life. Vitamins for happy marriage and family life. So our phone line is open. You can get us. Plus, if you are not in Japan, you have to add the country's code, that is Japan, +81 if you are not in Japan, +81. Then you continue 70-423-19331 +81 70-423-19331, and tell us what you think about the topic under discussion: vitamins for happy marriage and family life. Before I read the comments, Mr. Fred, forgiveness and forgetting, are they the same? What is
I'm
your
not
view?
sure.
Okay, so please tell us more.
To forgive is to pardon someone.
To forgive is to pardon someone.
Yes.
Wow.
The wrongs that he has done to you. You know, and the second one is forget.
Forget, yes.
I don't think you can ever forget. You only have to let it go or put it aside and continue your life. Yeah, because I don't think you can forget it. It will definitely be bouncing up and down in your memory. Yeah, so in order not to go to that again, you just leave it somewhere. Anytime it comes, you keep it somewhere.
Why should I keep it?
I mean, it of course in your memory, because you're not going to forget it. So usually people say forgive and forget. You're not going to forget it. You're a human being. Still, it will lie in your memory, but don't open it.
Wow.
This is my understanding.
Okay, so Mr. Jichi's understanding is that you can never forget.
You are a human being. How are you going to forget? It's still going to be in your memory. So only that people don't open it up anymore. See, you don't say it anymore. So people would say, "Oh, I've forgotten." You've forgotten. Why did you remember that something happened to you some years ago? So you're not going to forget it. I'm not sure. So the only thing is let it go. That is, put it somewhere in your memory. Don't open it anymore. Then you keep on with your life.
Okay, so the issue of forgiving and forgetting, is it the same thing? So we also like to hear your views on this particular issue. We also want to hear your views about forgiving and forgetting. We would like to talk about respect.
Yes.
Respect,
Yes. Respect is respecting your wife or your spouse.
your spouse.
Yeah. That is giving value to what he or he has. That's my understanding.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have to respect somebody, giving value or importance to what that person have
Okay.
or what he says. Yes, that's my understanding.
Respect.
You respect the person.
Okay, so it says that place too is another ground that also breeds misunderstanding in marriage, especially on the side of men. You hear them saying that my wife doesn't respect me. So what are some vitamins we can put in that area when it comes to maybe the wife? Should it also just be one-sided? Is it only the wife that is supposed to respect the husband, or it should be two-sided something?
Of course, we've talked that the husband is supposed to lead And if you're a leader and you expect your subordinates to respect you, you first have to respect. Yes. So it has to be the two-way. Yeah. So you being the leader, a man in the house, you first have to respect your wife. So she will do the same thing. Yeah. It's simple. If you want your subordinates to respect you, you first have to serve them. So they will intend, come to serve you and respect you. So it's two ways. It shouldn't be only the woman.
So I think this comes to buttress on the point that in marriage, honesty is very important.
Extremely important.
Yes, because if you want me to respect you,
Yes.
then you also have to
I have
respect
to respect
me.
you, yeah.
Okay. So before we continue, I want to read some comments. We have Tony Inti.
Yeah.
He said, "Good evening, everyone at J Afri." Good evening, Mr. Tony. Then we have one Skilo Jet. He also said, "Good evening." Skilo Jet also said, "Yes, so wives should always look good.
Good.
Should always look good." Pa. Oh, thank you very much, Skilo Jet. Thank you. Okay, this one is coming from Clement SL. He said, "The major duty in a marriage is to make the marriage very healthy." Whoa. Mr. Clement SL, God bless you. We have to make the marriage healthy. Yes, vitamins. What is the work of vitamins? Yes, it makes a person healthy. So in our marriages, we have to make our marriages healthy, and I think we are talking about some points that yes. Then we have Akosia Bekipa. Wow, what a wonderful name. The other ones, in fact, I have to eat something heavy before I can pronounce the rest. He said, "Please, what are the vitamins for a happy courtship?" So today we're talking about marriage. So a courtship. So maybe I think we'll talk about that some other time.
Obedience.
Yes. So once today we are talking about vitamins for a happy marriage, I think we need to find time and also talk about courtship. Yes. If we want a very happy marriage, then we have to start from the beginning, how to even enter it well. So thank you very much, Mama Akosia Bekipa. We'll work on it and bring to you vitamins for a happy courtship so that you will enter the marriage maturely and with all confidence, knowing that you are going to enjoy a happy home.
This is Jafric Radio.
Kilo also send us so much love. Thank you. Skilo Akosia Bekipa. Oh, Akosia Bekipa said, "Let me dance more, Dance for us. Please dance for us." Yes, this Christmas we need to make our marriage healthy. So we are pouring in more vitamins. So please come on board with more vitamins for us. We need more vitamins to make our marriage healthy. Thank you very much. Please continue listening. Okay. Vitamins for a happy marriage. Mr. Jechi, what are some of the things that has make your marriage so glorious, so happy, so enjoyable that tell us
talking about me?
I'm talking about you.
Okay.
Share some vitamins that you put in your marriage.
Yes, I try to listen.
Try to listen. Please, you are listening. Please listen for me. Yes.
To her. I try to respect her.
Respect, listening to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, and yes, I think these two were very important. Listen to her and respect her.
Respect.
Yeah, and always be ready whenever she needs me or whenever she wants me. Put her issues or her matters as a priority.
Wow, this is so wonderful.
Yes.
So
you prioritize her issues or her anything concerning your spouse.
you have to prioritize that. This is so touching. So in his case, some things that has made his marriage a happy one, he tried to respect the wife. He tries to prioritize or put her in her first number one agenda. Husbands, please, I hope you are hearing. Oh, you are hearing. So, and I also agree with you, the respect aspect. In my case, I think this respect as wives, if really you give all the respect to your husband, you don't have to ask for more. Once he knows that you respect him whatsoever you want, he will be ready to give it to you. Don't undermine him. Always allow him to lead. Yes, maybe you might feel that he's not capable of doing certain things, but when you recognize your husband as the head of the family and give him all the motivation, like our Uncle Jechi said, as we women, we need motivation from our husbands. They also need motivation from us, because from the beginning, we were created because of them. We were taken out of them. So greater things depend on us. Whatsoever you are going through, as a woman, try to give him all the respect, and he will prioritize, put you in his first priority list.
Yes.
To make sure that everything is well with you. Mr. Jechi, please teach us intimacy.
The intimacy.
Yes, let me sit here and listen.
Well,
yes, because it is one ground that
This is Jafric Radio.
Misunderstanding, and he said he's going to teach us that, give us some vitamins that will make that aspect.
yeah, of course, you don't have to hold a woman's waist and hug her.
Oh.
Yes, or you don't have to tell your wife it's night time, let's go and sleep. No, you have to devise a very creative and romantic way.
Oh, please blow us the
See,
vitamins.
you can just say, honey, I think the day is old, and I want to take this time to say good night.
Wow.
Honey, can you give me a hug so I can have some sweet dreams?
Wow. Please listen. Oh, are you sitting by your radios, are you, please listen very well.
Yeah, you can say something like
yes.
that.
Okay.
Can I have a hug so I can have some sweet dreams? And you see, talking about hugging,
Please.
hugging your wife.
Okay.
Yes. You see, I would suggest something like this. You know,
Okay.
you don't have to hold her by the waist, but if the man is tall a little bit, kind of, burn down a little bit, so you can pass your hands through her, under her hands, and hold her at the back and softly push her chest to touch your heart.
Husbands, please, can you see the screen? Those,
Yeah, this is- you see-
those who are viewing, I think those people who are listening alone, you cannot enjoy this. But if you go to YouTube or Facebook, you can watch this
have it
live.
there.
Yeah.
You
So
see?
we have something on the screen that is demonstrating the right way
Way
of
to hug.
hugging each other.
Yeah, and the moment you see, you put your
The
hands
hand
around
be-
his neck.
the
And let's say if he's much taller than you, couldn't reach it. It's okay to put your hands on his chest, but don't
Okay.
put it around his waist or no. It's okay. Then the man, you'd have to push her from the back softly,
Slowly,
touch.
romantically.
Look, you see. So like he is looking at his face. If
Wow,
the kiss comes
smiling.
on,
Look at how they are smiling at each other.
yeah, if the kiss comes on, that's a big signal for that night. It means an acceptance. You get what I mean? So, yeah, people should practice this.
Oh, okay.
know,
So, number one,
Yeah, don't
vitamins.
hold a woman's waist and say no and hug. No, don't
Okay.
and don't touch the buttocks. That's wrong. Don't touch your buttocks too. And this is also not bad.
Yeah, okay.
This can also be good as well,
But
yeah.
Mr. Jechi, the buttocks that you are talking about, do you know that some women have their feelings at their buttocks?
Well, that should be in the bedtime.
Okay.
I'm
So
talking
this
about
one,
hugging.
all right. So we are from the Genesis running to the
Yes.
Exodus to the Leviticus.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll
and
get
you
to
go
the
down to
Revelation.
Deuteronomy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please continue. Let it flow.
So, yeah, I mean, you can touch the buttocks, but that should be when you are, in your room doing that.
Okay.
But before that, just give a soft hug,
Okay.
romantically. Then you can ask for, and you can say, honey, with this, I've bade you good night.
Wow.
Honey, I'll be ahead.
Wow.
You see?
I'll be ahead.
Honey,
It
I'll
means
be
you have-
ahead.
You have already written your application.
Yes.
Okay.
Then the woman she would say, oh dear, I'm behind.
Correct.
You see?
Somebody is asking, I'm behind what?
Of course, I'm behind you.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Honey, yeah, I'll be ahead.
Okay.
I'm ahead. So they need the woman. The women always, you have to say, I'm behind you.
Okay.
Even if you have to initiate it. So, and the man too would say, yeah, honey, I'm ahead of you. Romantically. Don't force her and say, hey, it's night, let's go and sleep.
Okay.
That's
So
not romantic.
it's not romantic. It's not. How about if it is the opposite? So this one, it is the man who is trying to invite the wife.
No, the wife can do the same
But
thing.
but you see that most of the time, it seems most houses, we
Well.
the wives are the watchmen of the house, the first person to get up and the last person to go to sleep. So in the case that maybe you are in the mood, maybe your husband is taking the lead, how do you also go about it?
You can also initiate it.
Initiate it.
Yes. You can also initiate it with husband.
Okay.
Honey, the day is old. Can I have a hug just to say good night? And like this, if you can come closer to the ears, then you whisper, I love you.
Oh.
You see, then she will push you from the back softly to touch the heart. Then you can say, wow, honey, with this, yeah, I've paid you good night. I will be behind you. Or I'm behind you.
Hi.
You see, so yeah, you have to remember.
This is Jafric Radio.
Please, viewers, listeners, we want your views on this. Please come in with your views and with your comments. Come in with your views and with your comments
And your calls.
and your calls. Yes, we are waiting for the calls. So he said, you have to initiate it. You don't just stand up and say, let's go
go
to
and sleep. No.
If you don't do it, you can start from somewhere.
Yes.
Yes,
And
you
it
can.
always has to be romantic. Say it.
You can start from somewhere, and it always have to be romantic. Please, that is
Important.
important. You have to bear that in mind. It always have to start from somewhere, and it should be romantic. Vitamins for happy marriage and family life. That is the topic under discussion.
Yeah.
Wow. This is so interesting. So we talked about what are some of the vitamins. Yes, we talk about how you can be kind. There is one more that somebody said. Since I didn't read that. He said, be kind and discerning when correcting your husband or your wife. And that's why you have to do it in love and with honor. When your husband or your wife does something and you feel they've done it the wrong way, before you correct, you have to be kind. You do the correction in a kind way, with honor and with love.
Yes. In relationship, there is nothing that you should do without love and kindness. Yes, you should always have love and kindness for everything that you are doing to your spouse. I think that is important. Yeah. So, yes, he's right to say that. You must be kind. And like I said, kindness without love. I said it
Without
earlier
love
on.
is arrogant.
It's arrogant, yes. It's just being arrogant. And the
And
opposite
love
is
without
kindness,
kindness
selfish.
is selfish.
Yeah.
Wow. This is interesting.
Yeah, so you shouldn't do anything without love to your spouse. Yeah. And always communicate well. I think that's important.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see? Yeah, I think that's very important.
Okay. Okay, so we have let me say ooh. Okay. Somebody's Nanaya said I'm late. Clement, what did I miss? Clement, please come and answer for yourself. What did I miss? You've missed a lot. Please, if you didn't start from the beginning after the program, please sit back and listen to the replay of it. Then Nanaya also says, see me in chambers. Are you talking to Clement? Okay. So Clement is trying to give you some of the things that you miss, okay? Clement said, giving your marriage vitamins to make it healthy. That is what you missed. So what are some of the vitamins to make it healthy? Mami Ago, please
this is
bring
Radio.
your answer. You've missed vitamins for happy marriage and family life. We need your comments on that. So what do you have? Please bring it on board. Add to the vitamins that we are talking about. Then Nanaya also said vitamin attention from husbands to wife. Okay. So attention is also one of the vitamins that will lead to a happy and a successful marriage. Yeah.
Right.
Attention is very important. Very, very important. Okay. Then Akosia Becky Pa also said, Nanaya, all right. Skilojets. He said, wow, great. Vitamins for the night. Hey, take it easy, oh. So Skilojet have gotten one vitamin that he's going to use to end his night. That's a very good one. Then he also continued to say, what a vitamin. Jason Messier Emejuru said, good topic. Then the same person is watching. Oh, Uncle Clement is giving us so much love, so much thumbs up. Thank you all our listeners, our viewers. Please, we are almost wrapping up. We have about 3 minutes more to wrap up with our program, Home Sweet Home, happy vitamins for a happy marriage and family life. Mr. Jechi, your final words.
Well, listeners, we thank you. And we've said a lot. You always have to be lovely and always motivate your wife. Pay attention, listen to her. Listen to one another, and don't do anything without love.
Don't do anything without love.
Yes, yeah. Always make sure you communicate well. That's important. And be romantic to one another. Yes, today we've learned how to hug ourselves. Yeah, and don't just use the words anyhow. Especially when it comes to your loved one. Oh, be soft and tender to the one, always. I have a very lovely person watching me from Germany.
Oh, and who is that?
And yeah, I just want to say hi. I love you.
Is that your wife?
Well,
say it well. Is that your wife?
To be.
Oh, very
this
nice.
Is Jafric
very
Radio.
Nice, very nice. We've talked
this
about
is Jafric Radio.
So much vitamins.
This is Jafric Radio.
Much vitamins for Christmas. As Christmas is approaching, we need a lot of vitamins to stay healthy, and it applies to our marriages. And we have said a lot. Always be quick to forgive, be kind. You have to always show affection. You have to praise the good and be kind to each other. You have to admit when you are wrong. There are some people, they don't admit when they are wrong. Please always trust in each other and trust in God. The basic for every wonderful relationship is to have a good relationship with God. If your relationship with God is correct, all other relationships, no matter what crisis that come in, you'll be able to weather the storm. The best relationship is to have a good relationship with God. If that is in place, I bet you are going to enjoy any kind of relationship you find yourself in, the marriage relationship, your parenting, communication, every aspect of relationship, you'll be able to sail through. The program have been Home Sweet Home. There is no place better than a home. We need to build it up. And as we all know, this program is proudly sponsored by Bayside Modeling Agency. If you have modeling talents, please don't look any other further. Come to Bayside Modeling Agency. You can get them on email info@bay-side.biz, and you can get them on +818 354 133 252. And also the Church of Pentecost Japan. We have 7 branches: Kawaguchi Central, Odakyo, Sagamihara, Nagoya, Osaka, Yokosuka PIWC, Tokyo, Shinjuku PIWC. We also have AfroKids Japan. AfroKids Japan. Oh, I've been reminded we have one branch, Church of Pentecost Chiba. Thank you very much, my producer. All right, then we have
Jafric Radio
solicitors. If you have any legal issues, please contact them on www.simonoblesolicitors.com. Then this Christmas, are you planning to go to Ghana? Please, you have a wonderful place at Turmeric Hotel East Legon. Turmeric Hotel East Legon. If you want a place to relax, a hotel to enjoy your time and have a wonderful time this Christmas, please look no further than Turmeric Hotel East Legon, Accra, Ghana. Then we have Willingham Jeans, the best clothing line in town. So, and as I said, Jafric, you can get us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Thank you very much for making time to join us on Home Sweet Home. We are always on every Sunday from 4 o'clock to 5:30. So please make time with us every Sunday to make your home a wonderful place, welcoming to always. Thank you for being with us, and I was blessed to have Mr. Fred Jechi to be with us to share his wonderful ideas on how to make our marriages and family life happy. Thank you very much. Thank you, my producer, Mr. Pop Enin, and Mr. DJ Clemsy. Thank you all for making this program a success. Until we meet next week, we say sayonara.
You and I.
Yeah. All I get, I pray that baby. Let's hop in my Maserati. Baby, hop in my Maserati. I say hop in my Maserati. Hop in my Maserati. Girl, I wanna see you go down. Yeah. Say me, I love the way you bend body. Hop in my Maserati. Baby, hop in my Maserati. And I just wanna see you right. Somebody needs somebody. My body, your body. I'm gonna check my follow you. Somebody needs somebody. My body, your body. I'm gonna check my follow you. Would somebody tell Shawty what to call me? Show me. I'm Mr. Keep it on 100. Girl, I'm ready if you're ready. Let's get it to Yankee for this pandemic. Girl, I get it all on me. I wanna spend it. I feel to be your garment, me. I wanna wear it for real. You know I got it, take the car keys. For the Maserati, you get nothing. For the Lamborghini, you want it. For the Bentley, you go bend it. Oh baby, choose what you wanna cruise in. I buy you shoes, probably Jimmy Choo, yeah. And I like the way I get it out. So baby, up in my Maserati. Baby, up in my Maserati. I say up in my Maserati. Up in my Maserati. Girl, I wanna see you go down. Yeah, say me I love the way you bend body. Up in my Maserati. Baby, up in my Maserati. And I just wanna see you ride. Somebody needs somebody. My body, your body. I'm more just all of you. Somebody needs somebody. My body, your body. I'm more just all of you. Let me give you butterfly. Say now you didn't mesmerize me. I'm out to show to civilize you. Anywhere you go, I go follow. When I up the music, make it go low. And I go give you steady on the slow. Baby, don't dull, make a ginger. Shawty, I know you like to party. I'm out to jump on me. Show my body, shit. Yeah, yeah, baby, come on, God. Innocent, no party. I'm gonna make you happy. Make you happy. Up in my Maserati. Make you love in my Maserati. I say up in my Maserati. Up in my Maserati. Girl, I wanna see you go down. Yeah, say me I love the way you bend body. Up in my Maserati. Make you love in my Maserati. And I just wanna see you ride.
Timmy J on the track.
Ciao a tutti raga, it's Alfred here from Tokyo. You're listening to Jafric Radio. Ciao ragazzi, it's Alfred here from listening to Jafric Radio.
This is Jafric Radio. This is